Hey guys, so yesterday my mom and I went to the movie theater and I was hoping we would see Dear John, but we ended up seeing Edge of Darkness. And at the time I wasn't quite sure what it was about, like I didn't really hear any reviews on it or see any previews, so I wasn't quite sure what it was about. All I knew was that Mel Gibson was in it, and I was kind of weary of him because some of his previous movies have kind of left me going about him, so I wasn't quite sure if I was going to like it, and I also had no clue what it was about, and I'm the kind of moviegoer who likes to know ahead of time what the basic premises of the movie's about so I know what I'm getting myself into, but I hadn't a clue until I got into the theater and it started, and then at the moment his daughter dies, that she gets shot in the doorway. So I'm not ruining this for anyone. If anyone's seen any of the previews, this actually happens. So she gets shot and killed. And after that point I knew that I've seen previews for this before, so I kind of had a feeling of what was going to happen, and I felt inclined to tell my mother what I thought was going to happen, which kind of ruined her movie experience, but I'm the kind of person that has to tell someone what I think is going to happen, so once it does happen, I'll be able to go, "Hi, I told you so." I'm that kind of moviegoer. So, overall, I thought the movie was really, really good, but they had a lot of those random, sudden, crazy person pulls out a gun and shoots some other guy really quickly, and all of a sudden you jump, and it's really terrifying, which I'm not a big fan of those. Well, at least I didn't think I was, but after this movie, I'm kind of warming up to the idea of being really, really scared when all of a sudden a car comes out of nowhere and hits someone kind of thing. But my mom, she had a lot of fun jumping out of her seat and hitting me in the arm. I think I have a bruise from her crazy flailing from when one of the sudden... What are those called? If you know what that, like, sudden moment is called when something, like, suddenly happens, please let me know, because for the rest of this video I'm going to be calling it the sudden moment, so for future video reviews you'll probably want me to know what the real name is, so you can just tell me what that is. Back to the point. So, the whole concept was really cool, and the fact that this, like, detective was doing all these things, but it seemed a little far-fetched at points, because they started getting into, like, radiation poisoning and stuff like that, and I feel like they were going a little too far. Like, I feel they were trying to make the company seem so bad that they would do stuff like that. I don't know. I just feel like it was a little too extreme, but without that extreme factor, I don't think it would have been as good. So if you're in that kind of like conspiracy, the government is not helping kind of thing, then I think you'll probably like this movie. And if you really love the sudden scary moments where crazy things happen, then this is definitely the movie you'll really, really like. There isn't any like really well-known characters, or really well-known stars, I mean, that are in it, besides Mel Gibson. And the daughter, I think she's been in a few other movies, but I can't seem to remember her name. But she didn't have that big of a part, obviously, because she died right in the beginning. It didn't seem very long. Like, it didn't feel like you were just sitting in the theater for 3 hours watching your life flash before your eyes. It was a pretty quick movie, and then it ended, and it didn't feel like you were left unsatisfied. Except the ending was kind of, like, really, that had to happen. But I think it fits. It fits the end. The ending fits well with the movie, but I'm the kind of person who likes to see a happy ending at the end. I'm one of those fairy tale people. And this one didn't really have that big of a fairy tale ending, or if one at all. So that kind of left me disappointed, but if you're more of a realist, this will be a pretty satisfying ending. So I definitely recommend going to see this movie, and it's one that I'm sure you're going to like, so go check it out. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Well then.